Okay guys, today we're going to talk about branding and messaging and how you can use these in order to increase the lifetime value, conversion rates and AOVs in your store. When it comes to building a new e-commerce store, many beginners, especially beginners, they overlook this part and they kind of rush into creating the store without thinking clearly about the whole messaging and their values of the brand and the brand promise and stuff like that. On the other hand, many people which are more like perfectionists might spend too long and too much time doing this MBA stuff, planning what will be the values of the brand, who is the target audience, and go too deep into this, and basically creating this as a method of procrastinating. So today I want to cover with you a few essential things that you need to think about when you're just building your brand, your e-commerce store. And afterwards, I'm going to show you an amazing example of a brand that is doing an amazing job in my opinion. Their marketing is hilarious and everything in their website and in their marketing is very coherent and they are just geniuses in my opinion. So I'm going to show it to you later. But before we get started, let's cover a few basic things that you need to do in order to when you just start to build out your brand. So first of all, you need to think about the brand name, but this is quite obvious, and the brand values. So let's say you're selling a posture corrector, so maybe the main values of the brand is affordable, health promoting, and fresh. This is just an example, not necessarily the best example, but let's say we're selling diet solution. So diet solution. So we're saying natural, classic, no new age stuff, no new age, BS, and balance. So these are the values of our brand, for example, and then everything that we do and create, the copywriting in the product pages, the ads, the email marketing sequences, they all have to be in accordance to these values. And a lot of people forget this. So for example, let's say we have a brand which is supposed to be natural, but we don't talk about how natural our process of manufacturing or how we believe in organic stuff in our blog post and in our emails. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to omit these values from the copy. And many times, let's say a brand is supposed to be young, but the testimonials and the whole language that they are using is very old school and old fashioned, and they are not using slang, for example. And on the other hand, if a brand is supposed to be targeting high ticket customers and selling, let's say, very expensive jewelries, so the design and the language that should be used and the tone of voice has to be classical and has to be very well thought and without any jargon or being too funky. So this is about the values. Next thing, I already mentioned this, is the tone of voice. The tone of voice that we are going to use in our copy is a derivative of our values. And our values and the tone of voice are also going to be derivatives, and it depends how you look at it. If they are going to be a derivative of your target audience, or that you thought about the target audience before and then you created the values and the tone of voice in accordance to the target audience. It doesn't really matter what you choose first, but basically these things need to work together. The next thing you have to think about is your positioning in the market. Position in the market. So who are you going to be competing with? Are you trying to be upmarket and very premium, or are you trying to appeal to like have mass appeal and have a very broad targeting messaging, stuff like that? And obviously based on this, you also have to think about the brand promise and maybe the slogan of the brand. So brand promise and slogan of the brand. So, and for this, many people, they hire someone, let's say a brand strategist or a designer that helps them do the logo based on these values and the color palette of the website based on these values. Some people think that it's important, some people think that it's not as important. I don't have a strong opinion about this. I prefer doing things in a more linear fashion and not wasting a lot of time and overthinking these aspects, because obviously I believe that things are very dynamic and these things can change and you have to be very flexible, but it doesn't mean that these should be overlooked. And one thing for sure, I do believe that when you have everything, like the whole copy and design and the whole website, the whole funnel, the ads, in accordance to the messaging, the value, and the tone of voice, everything is coherent. It makes a lot of sense, and people will relate more to your brand. It will increase the engagement, and I believe it will also increase the LTV, lifetime value, and the amount of referrals and everything. So basically, once you have a brand and you build a brand, I believe the opportunities for retention and other opportunities of growing increase in a very meaningful way. I'm saying that I'm assuming because I haven't really tested like an unbranded store in opposing to a very branded store that sells everything, that they are doing exactly the same. They're selling exactly the same products and have exactly the same messaging, but the only difference was the fact that one was very branded and the other one isn't branded. So it's not scientifically proven that the brand makes more sense, but from a common sense perspective, it does make a lot of sense to have a brand and have a very cohesive messaging. Now, I want to show you an example of a brand that is doing an amazing work, in my opinion, and they are called Liquid Death. And basically, what they are doing, they are selling water. And they are very creative and very original. And I'm going to show, we're going to start with one video that clearly shows what are their values and what is the message and who are they targeting. This is a 90 seconds long video. Let's watch it together.
I'm a professional actor, and I'm getting paid to tell you about a revolutionary new product.
Liquid Death Mountain Water.
For years, a bunch of marketing fuckboys have tricked you into thinking that water is just some girly drink for yoga moms. Just look at all the cute brand names and dainty little bottles. Well, hold on to your hot dogs, because I got news. Water isn't cute. Water is deadly. It kills innocent surfers and snowboarders and kayakers. Every year, water is responsible for thousands and thousands of deaths. Energy drinks only kill, like, what, 1 or 2 kids? So please, don't fall for the marketing bullshit. Water is not yoga. Water is liquid death. And that's why this brand needs to exist, to finally give water the ice-cold can and ice-cold name it deserves. A brand that parents will hate, but kids might love.
Liquid Death Mountain Water.
Made from the deadliest stuff on Earth. Please, enjoy responsibly.
This is so cool. Okay, so they are selling canned water, and as you can see based on the video, the values are being very cool, being very bold. They are against plastic. They have like a no bullshit approach of marketing. So they're saying, she said in the beginning, I'm an actor, in opposing to other brands that are trying to convey a message that if the guy that is talking isn't a spokesperson that is getting paid. They are targeting males, which is pretty obvious based on the video as well. And you could have seen during the video, you could have got the understanding and the gist of the messaging and the values of this brand. And now I want to show you how they are using these messages in every element of their website. So for example, this is a product page, and we can see here, for example, I want to show you this guarantee. It's not exactly a guarantee, but it's for the subscription box. So Auto Desk members or Supreme Beings, they get Liquid Death hand delivered to their door every month. They don't have to put on pants or find parking. So this is just a great example. Or Opinions from internet randos. Another great example. If we go down to the footer, we can see earn skulls. So the whole language they are using is referred to the logo and the message of Liquid Death. Basically, they are saying we are going to murder your thirst with water. So instead of earn points in the referral program, so they are saying earn skulls. And then you can start collecting skulls. Create your Liquid Death account and start earning skulls for murdering your thirst. Earn skulls for buying, sharing, and shamelessly promoting Liquid Death. Then trade in your skulls for free shit. And you can see here, check my skulls balance and scan a receipt. This is an example. Another example I wanted to show you guys is Sell Your Soul. So Sell Your Soul is joining one of their clubs, and what is nice here, they're using like slang, very, very bold messaging. Oh, I remembered what I wanted to show you. So I wanted to show you also in the store. So they're selling also still water and also sparkling water, and obviously they also started selling apparel. But I wanted to show you even in the checkout, this is like a Shopify store, so you guys know how the checkout looks like. But you can see here that when you go to the checkout, even in the checkout, they have like a very funny and cool message. So instead of putting like a small confirmation, can we send you like newsletter? So they're saying, let us brainwash you. You agreed to be brainwashed by Liquid Death Marketing through rare but hilarious text messages at the phone number provided. Once successfully brainwashed, we may turn you into a human battery to help power our large robots that we're training to take over the world, etc., etc., whatever. But basically, you see that they are using every possible opportunity in order to use to convey the values of the brand and to show exactly what the brand is all about. And also in their Instagram channel, Instagram page. So they have different they have different creative that shows. You can see here the machines that they have is also very, very cool. So basically, everything revolves around the cool messaging, and every bit and part of the store is aligned with the brand values and the tone of voice that this brand is trying to use. So even the About Us page, so Liquid Death, you can see here, we're just a funny water company who hates corporate marketing as much as you do. Our evil mission is to make people laugh and get more of them to drink more water more often, all while helping to kill plastic pollution. So they are stating their mission, and you can see that everything is aligned with this mission. So they are a funny water company, and they really hate corporate marketing, so they laugh about corporate marketing whenever it's just possible. And their mission is to obviously sell this canned water and also reduce plastic pollution. And also here, you see they are not bullshitting a lot about the brand, just 2 lines, and they are saying, but enough about us and our boring marketing story, tell us about you. Yeah, so this is an example, guys, for amazing marketing. I highly suggest that you check out their YouTube channel. Maybe we'll see another video in their YouTube channel because it's very funny. If you guys want, you can skip this part, but I really love this video as well.
Sourced and bottled in majestic mountains, Liquid Death Mountain Water will murder your thirst.
And obviously, what's cool about this, they created the creative, and as you can see, it has a lot of eyeballs, a lot of views. I have shared some videos of Liquid Death with friends of mine just because I found it cool, so it's very viral. That's it for today, guys. I wanted to cover brand messaging and how important it is to have like the values written down somewhere and the positioning and really understanding your customers. And then what is important is that you create everything in accordance to this messaging. And whenever you upload a product page or you send an email, just before you publish the product page or the email, you must take a look and see if everything was written in accordance to the brand value. So you check the images, and if your brand is very classical, so you make sure that the images look classical. You make sure that the design of the product page, the colors look classical, that the language that you use is classical. So everything has to be aligned. And this will obviously, as I said before, is going to increase the retention, the lifetime value, the referral, everything is going to impact everything. And this is the right way to do marketing. So please make it a point to make sure that everything is aligned with your brand values, messaging, and tone of voice. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions regarding what we talked about today and any questions or suggestions for videos that I should create in the next upcoming days, please leave them in the comment section below. Yes, that's it. Take care, guys.